It's been a while, gang, but guess what? I'm back, and I'm now in the spooky room. If you want to know what's going on outside the door right now, definitely recommend checking out the video before this, because you will see exactly what's going on and who is outside the door.
The more chatter, the less work's getting done.
I'm doing what you said.
You better get on with that, boy.
Just ignore him, he's my new best friend apparently. I am back, yes, and I'm back on my terrible webcam from 1200 BC. It likes to flicker a lot and go out of focus like that. So that's going to happen a lot, but oh well, what can I do? You know, if you want me to make videos, you can buy me a new webcam. Now he's quiet. Today is a video where we go over the range props this year. So for those of you who don't already know, or might not know, might be from the UK, but the Range is a homeware store, home improvement store, but the reason why we love them so much is because over here, they do a really cool Halloween range of like a bunch of cool animated props, and it's so hot. But I can't turn the fan on because the audio will get messed up. So this is the bride and groom. What's cool about these guys is if you take a look at the actual, take a look at that base. For those of you who might not be familiar with the range or their props, usually they're made by a company I believe is called Sunstar. Point is, these are kind of like lower end props which tend to be more on the cheap side, but so the fact that this prop here has what appears to be a metal base, that's good, that's really good. The price also reflects that. This one will set you back £123, sorry, £129.99, so is that worth it? Let's take a look. So this thing stands at 6 foot, so the bride's going to be 6 foot from head to the base. 4 AA batteries, that's interesting. So it doesn't, I don't think this is actually powered by the circuits. I think this is strictly a battery powered prop. So I'm not actually even sure if these guys actually like move, because the description just says their eyes light up, but I mean 130 for something like that, I would really like some movement. I'm sure I'm not alone here. So I think these guys actually got revealed first, because unofficially when they got like leaked or whatever, I think these are the first ones to get leaked alongside the others we'll take a look at next. But I mean, first impressions, and by the way, I have tried to avoid all of these props. This is my first like honest reaction to seeing all of these, because I try to avoid all the leaks and stuff. First impressions, I really like it. Definitely reminds me of the Costco prop, the one with the bride and groom that like kind of hold each other. Very similar to that one, but quite different, because now the guy is like posing. It looks like he's in the process of proposing, even though this is presumably on their wedding day. Maybe they're doing it again, I do not know. Yeah, really, I'm actually really happy to see a prop like this from the range, because who knows, maybe it suggests we're getting more higher quality props in the future. But without a product video to go off, that's the only picture we've got, is literally just this one you see. So okay, next one. So this one is one that I've seen the community get very excited over. This is the haunted ticket booth. I like it a lot. So by the looks of it, this is going for like almost a seasonal visions prop look, because it just reminds me of those the popcorn clown. Not sure if you guys know about that one. It's like a clown that pops out of the popcorn. It's different in its own way. Taking a closer look at the actual prop itself, I think the way it's going to work is someone's going to like press the, or try and take the ticket that's located right beneath the window, and then that skeleton hand you see, you can just about make out a skeleton hand. The skeleton you see in the actual window, I don't think it's 3D. I think it's literally just like a foam backdrop. So I don't think that's actually like a 3D prop that's going to do anything. I think the actual animation here is going to be the hand grabbing, reaching out and grabbing you. Another thing I've seen people talk about is the material of this prop. A lot of people think it's going to be wood. I hate to break it to you, but I don't think it's going to be wood, and there's a reason for that. If you take a closer look at this prop, particularly on the top where it says tickets, that is 100% without a doubt some sort of plastic or cardboard. And then if you go down and actually look at the fake wood material, there's not a doubt in my mind that that is just foam. It's happened with the other range props, you know, that shaking coffin from a couple years back. It's absolutely the same prop. So no, I don't think it's going to be wood. If it was wood, I mean, good on them, but I don't see it happening. And also, I should probably mention this guy is £100, £99.99. So, I mean, that's definitely expensive. Don't get me wrong. if that was made out of actually truly woods, it would probably be double, triple that price easily. Oh, and also another thing to mention is if you look at the actual dimensions of this product, it is 6 feet high, it is 60 centimeters wide, but the depth is only 20 centimeters, which if you look at the actual bottom of the prop, it's basically, imagine up to from where the wood starts to the very start of the 5, that's how thick it is. So yeah, it's not like a 3D ticket booth, it's literally just like a kiosk. It's a cool concept, don't get me wrong, but ultimately for £100, it's just not something I can see myself getting. But overall though, I do like the design, so credit to the range for that. Congratulations, you made a good clown prop. Moving on, we got the extra large standing clown. So we're going to see quite a few clowns on this list. I mean, it is the range, they love their clowns, but what makes this one the third most expensive item this year is the fact that, hence the name extra large clown, from what I know, this clown rises. There is no product video on the actual website, but some people have found the manufacturer's video of this product, and from what it does, basically upon activation, it rises to like 7 feet. I mean, it's pretty cool. On the actual height, it says 25 centimeters, which can't be right. So I'm guessing it starts at about 6 feet or maybe 5.5 feet and then rises to 7. That seems realistic for this kind of prop. $72.99. That is slightly more expensive than the average range life-size prop. So probably hence why it has that new mechanism. Design-wise, usually it's like the same recycled face mold, but good to see we're getting some new ones. Color-wise, I like it. The white and the red look, they clash with each other in a cool way, and I think that's really cool. Plastic shoes, there you go. We're getting some more advanced like features on these props. I know plastic shoes is quite a low bar to cross, but when it comes to the range, I like to see it. And also, yes, he does appear to have that metal base, so well done, range. I am proud of you. Moving on, we have the Halloween standing pumpkin. So this is actually one, it's really annoying because I do really like this one. It's just, why is he a clown? So this guy is, appears to be a pumpkin dressed as a clown, and by the looks of it, the actual motion of this guy is he's going to like rip off his head to reveal a clown underneath the pumpkin. I think that's awesome. That's an amazing, really cool animation. It reminds me of the old Gemmy props, you know, those guys that rip their heads off. Reminds me of those. Really cool. Just why is he a clown? I mean, I don't get why the clown is pretending to be a pumpkin, you know what I mean? Like, wouldn't it make sense for like the pumpkin to dress up as a clown? But it's just really annoying because I love the design of the pumpkin. It's just like, of all the props they could have made, why is it a clown? And unfortunately, if you look down at the very bottom of the prop, there are no shoes, and they just appear to be floating on this base, which it is what it is, but just, yeah, not great, unfortunately. This guy is $59.99. Looks to be 6 feet, although that might be when the pumpkin's been ripped off, so the absolute maximum height. A lot of these companies tend to measure their props from the very height they are when they've done their animation to the bottom, so that's most likely once they've ripped their pumpkin off. Overall, not bad at all. I'm happy to see some more animations with these kind of props, and like I said, I like the design of the pumpkin. Just disappointing. Why is he a clown? I tell you what, if they are in my local range, I will definitely, of course, make a video going in and checking them out, but just, I'm undecided right now if I even want to get any of them, because they just, I don't know, they're not really my thing, but hey, still really cool though. Okay, moving on to the next one, we've got standing spooky clown. So unfortunately, this is just like, you know, traditional range clown prop. Not really much to say here, it's just the clown holding the candy bowl. I mean, colours are alright. I don't think we've seen this combination yet with all the... It seems like they've undecided what to do for the colour schemes. They've like kind of mixed all the clown props at once, so pretty cool. But it's just another candy bowl standing guy who like just holds the sweets. I mean, the butlers were cool, but now when it's just been recycled over and over again, it's just starting to get a bit repetitive, so... Not a fan of this one, unfortunately, but please don't let my opinion dishearten you from getting these things. This is my opinion, remember, I am me, and no one has to listen to me at all. If you guys like this prop, that's all that matters, and get the prop. But yeah, overall, this guy will set you back £50. Just not much else to say. It's just traditional clown prop. Okay, moving on. We have, this is a cool one. So this is a brand new design, and it's called the Halloween Clown Stack. So by the looks of it, we have 3 clowns who have kind of stood on top of each other. And I think the animation here is just going to be like, I wasn't sure if the clowns were going to talk to each other, but I'd love it if they do. But unfortunately, I think the animation is literally just going to be them shaking. I mean, the price of this prop is $49.99. And typically, when the range likes to price their props like this, they kind of price them based off of movement. So the fact that it's already a 6-foot prop, technically 3 props, and one of you want to go there, I don't think there's room for much movement with the price tag. So my guess, at least, is they're just going to shake, which, yeah, it is unfortunate. I would like some more movement with them, but, I mean, overall, the design's good. Design's really, really good. It's just, why so many clowns, man? So this one is, I'm like, on the fence. Is this new? Is it not? I don't actually know, but I've never seen it before, and I think it's really cool. So this is the full body Halloween mummified skeleton with posable joint. Single posable joints? Interesting. But this is a range marketplace item, which for those of you who don't already know, range marketplace means it's sold by third-party sellers on the range site, or at least that's what I think it means. I could be completely wrong. But point is, these won't be in stores, so it's not like the ranges thing, it's like a third-party seller. Detail is great. This thing is £42, but from what I know, it's life size, so that's really, really cool. Yeah, I just wish the range put more of their focus onto props like this that genuinely look really creepy, rather than like clown props, for example. But yeah, I just thought I'd throw it on this list, as I'm sure it's probably not new, but I've never seen it before, and I really like it. Range, if you're somehow watching this video, I would love more props that look like this in your stores. But other than that, really nice prop. Okay, next one. So this does say new, but it just looks like any generic plastic skeleton. This is just a full-bodied skeleton prop, which I believe you might be able to pose. And yes, it does say posable joints. Not much to say about this thing other than the fact that you can get it in 3 different sizes, 90 centimeters all the way up to 170, and the middle one is 160, which is the one we're looking at right now. But yeah, this is a $35.19. That's a really odd price, but it was $43.99, but now it's $35. Yeah, pretty cool prop. Let's move on to the next one. So this is new for this year, creepy animated witch, and by the looks of it, this has moving eyes. So a prop that I saw, I think either last year or a couple years ago at the range, had moving eyes on it. I'll try to find a picture, but I'm not sure if I can find it. But basically the eye molds actually moved left and right, which I thought was really cool. And now they're returning that technology with this prop. So how big is it? Apparently 6 feet. So that's really cool. It retails for $29.99, so not bad at all. But it is a hanging prop, and I know a lot of people tend to like standing props, but I think for the price, this thing's pretty cool. Okay, next up we have the spooky hanging girl, and I swear I really think we've seen this prop before, or maybe it's a different colour, but I'm not entirely sure. I do like the red velvet colour, that's really cool. This one retails for $19.99 and is around 5 feet tall, so cool. Overall, nothing too special about this one. As I said, I'm like 99% sure I've seen this at previous year, just maybe in a different colour, but overall, not a bad prop at all. This next one though, this one's pretty cool. So this is the hanging vampire, and immediately the first thing that stands out to me is just the sculpt. The sculpt is really, really cool. It appears to be fully custom just for this prop, so credit to you guys. But overall, I really like the costume on this one. It looks really professional and like stage ready. The quality on the hands and head look genuinely really impressive. I'm actually really happy with what I see here. And even though the picture appears to have him standing, it is a hanging prop. This one retails for $19.99 and will be around 5 feet tall once fully hung up. Animations, this guy apparently shakes, so that's pretty cool. At least we're getting some more shaking props. I know the shaking is quite overused in the range props, but I feel like a prop like this definitely could use that. Okay, moving on, now we have the double-headed Reaper. So this one's really cool because this is actually like different to other hanging props because the guy literally has 2 heads. Awesome. So, what does this guy do? So, apparently he lights up and makes noises, so no specific animation for this guy, but doesn't make him a bad prop. I love the simple Grim Reaper look. I think that's really underdone in props these days. I feel like a lot of companies feel the need to like add extra stuff to the costume, like make it all tattered, but sometimes all you need is a good classic Grim Reaper, and I feel like this is what this guy is. But you get 2 in 1 because you literally get 2 heads. That's awesome. This guy retails for $19.99 and will stand around 170 centimeters once fully hung up. So this one is the Hanging Spirit of Halloween. If this prop doesn't get the coolest name award, I would nominate it for that. But yeah, apparently this is the Spirit of Halloween himself in person. There he is. A lot more farmer-like than I thought he was going to be. But I do like the costume on this one. Really nice tattered looking hat is a nice touch, and then of course the kind of farmyard-esque style they're going for I think is really effective. But obviously the most impressive part about this prop is the head sculpt. It's really interesting. It looks like it's like falling apart, which I know is really odd, but like I like it. I think it's really cool. This guy retails for $17.99 and will be around 170 centimeters again once he is fully hung up. What does this guy do? I believe he hangs up and makes noises, but apparently according to the website, he also has some level of motion effects, so maybe it shakes. I'm not sure yet, but until we see a video, we are not quite sure. But overall, what do I think? Well, overall, I'm really impressed with the range props. Every single prop on this list, or nearly every single prop, appears to be new. I do like the ticket booth. I just wish it was more like a 3D thing rather than just like a flat kiosk, but still really cool. I am really liking the bride and groom. I'm very excited to see what they do once their video gets released, or I hope there is a video for a lot of these because I want to see them in motion. But ones that I'm thinking of getting, honestly, I'll happily take the Hanging Spirit of Halloween. I think he's really cool. I love his design. But also, it's just if that pumpkin prop was not a clown, I just feel like it would be so much better. So, will there be a range walkthrough video? I would certainly try my very best to get that out. I will be, once the stores get their Halloween stuff out, I will be taking a trip to each one, and I will document it for you guys, do not worry. But yes, I'm glad to be back. I have missed doing this, and now that my new employer, I guess, is yelling at me.
Can you make me a sandwich?
No, I cannot make you a
I want a
sandwich.
big lunch.
You're a skeleton, you can't even eat.
Please, man, I want a big lunch. Come on.
I'm sorry, please ignore him.
Boney Tony.
Boney
dog.
Tony.
Don't make fun of my name in there. I can hear you.
But yes, looks like I am back for this Halloween season, and hopefully I can get a new webcam. Can you buy me a new webcam? Catch you later.
I wish to create